everyone. Welcome back to the TJey Show with me, your host, Jennie, aka Mama Ita. Today, we are diving into a topic that's being debated, dissected, and probably even the source of a few arguments along the way. Here it is. How much effort should a man put in to feel appreciated by his wife or girlfriend? Now, before we jump in, I want to share a quote that inspired today's topic. I found it on a women's forum, and it goes like, appreciate a man's efforts. Sometimes you just do not know what they had to go through just to keep you happy. I think this opens up a rich conversation about the silent work happening in relationships and maybe what we sometimes overlook. So let's get into it. First, let's acknowledge something fundamental. Relationships in general are about partnerships, and effort is a two-way street. Both partners should feel seen, supported, and appreciated. But often, we see that the expectations for effort and appreciation can look different based on gender, cultural upbringing, and personal values. For many men, showing love and care might not be as obvious as, say, romantic gestures like candlelight dinner or handwriting notes. Their efforts might be more practical, like picking up extra work hours to support a shared goal, helping with tasks at home, or simply listening during tough days. And sometimes the ways they are showing up aren't even on the radar of their partners, which can lead to frustration on both sides. So how do we navigate this? And how do men feel genuinely appreciated for the often unseen ways they're showing up? Let's talk about why effort even matters in the first place. Relationships thrive on mutual investment and the belief that each partner is showing up for the other. But beyond the big gestures and grand displays, it's often the small, consistent efforts that builds a foundation of trust, comfort, and connection. Effort for men might not always look romantic in traditional sense. It could be doing the daily, sometimes mundane things that contribute to secure, balanced life together, like handling bills, maintaining the home, or planning for the future. To some men, these actions are deeply meaningful, and they might see it as their way of showing love and dedication. Yet, if these efforts aren't acknowledged, there can be a disconnect. Now, imagine you're putting in effort day in, day out, not always hearing a thank you or feeling seen. Over time, that can lead to feelings of being taken for granted. So recognizing effort, big or small, becomes vital in making sure both partners feel appreciated. Another question. How much effort is enough? This is a big question. How much is enough? The answer is there is no universal benchmark. Relationships vary so widely in what partners need, expect, and bring on the table. However, one approach to finding that enough balance is open communication about needs and boundaries. In some cases, men might overextend themselves, driven by a desire to keep their partner happy or secure. But if this effort is never acknowledged or reciprocated, it can lead to burnout, Just like anyone, they need to feel that what they are giving in is valued and that they are not just there to fulfill a role or a checklist. The best way to gauge if the effort is balanced: check in with each other regularly. Talk about what makes each of you feel valued. Sometimes you'll find that a small tweak, like a simple thank you or acknowledgement of what the other person did, can make a huge difference. So let's get practical. What does showing appreciation look like in a real everyday relationship? For a lot of men, words of appreciation can go a long way. Saying thank you for helping me out today, or I really appreciate what you did for us, can create a positive circle. This small validation goes beyond just politeness. It becomes a way of affirming that you see them, that their effort matters. But it's not just words. Act of appreciation can be shown through quality time, small surprises, or simply noticing when they are tired and offering to step in. These actions go both ways, of course, but it's about creating a culture of mutual respect and gratitude in the relationship. Some might say, Jennie, why should we appreciate the basics? Aren't these things just part of the job in a relationship? And while that might be true, it's easy to forget how important these basics are when they are actually happening. Appreciation doesn't mean you have to throw a celebration every time someone takes out the trash. It just means making a conscious effort to recognize the consistent, everyday ways your partner shows up for you. Why does appreciation make such a difference? Why? Think of it like this. Relationships without appreciation are like a bank account with no deposits. Over time, it depletes. Showing appreciation refuels both partners, boosting motivation, happiness, and even intimacy. There's even some research that backs this up. Studies have shown that couples who express gratitude to one another report higher relationship satisfaction and stronger connections. It's like a psychological booster for both partners. So, when men feel genuinely appreciated for their contributions, they are often more motivated to continue putting in effort. And this principle applies to everyone. When we acknowledge our partner's efforts, no matter how basic they might seem, we reinforce the sense of partnership and respect that keeps relationships going strong. Now, let's say you are a man who feels underappreciated in your relationship. How do you bring it up without sounding resentful or needy? Listen, here is a simple formula. Honest plus vulnerability. Let your partner know that you'd like to feel acknowledged for the things you contribute. Frame it positively. For example, it would mean a lot to me if you notice the way I try to make things easier for us. By sharing how you feel without pointing fingers, you open up space for your partner to see things from your perspective. At the same time, remember that appreciation goes both ways. Look for ways to recognize your partner's efforts too. In a healthy relationship, both people should feel supported and valued, and sometimes it starts with us being the example we want to see. Alright guys, so here is the takeaway. In any relationship, making an effort is essential. but so is showing appreciation for that effort. The quote we started with, appreciate a man's effort. Sometimes you just do not know what they had to go through just to keep you happy. Is a reminder that what we give into our relationship isn't always sin. But by taking time to acknowledge and thank our partners, we are making sure that all that work and care is recognized. Whether it's big gestures or daily routines, every effort matters, and appreciation is the glue that helps hold everything together. So look for ways to make appreciation a habit. Notice the small things. Celebrate the big ones and never let your partner's effort go unseen. Thanks for joining me on the TJey Show today. If you enjoyed this episode or have your own thoughts on appreciating efforts in relationships, leave a comment or reach out on social media. Until next time, keep those connections strong and remember that love is a two-way street.